All right, so let's dive into those easy money schemes you see online.
Yeah.
They're the ones that promise you can make a fortune working from home.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we're going to be dissecting one of these claims from a YouTube video titled, Make $36 an Hour with Easy Online Job for Everyone. Easy transcription jobs.
Wow.
Transcription, $36 an hour. Sounds pretty tempting.
It does grab your attention.
Doesn't it? But full disclosure,
Yeah.
the transcript we have for this deep dive is a little strange.
Oh.
I'm not even sure transcript is the right word for it.
Okay.
We'll get to that, but first, can you give us some context on transcription work?
Absolutely.
What is it?
Transcription is basically converting audio or video into written text.
Okay.
It's used for everything from podcasts and YouTube videos to academic research and legal proceedings.
So what does it take to be a successful transcriber?
Well,
Is it really as simple as typing fast?
fast typing is definitely important,
Okay.
but it's more than just that.
Right.
You need sharp listening skills,
Yeah.
attention to detail,
Mhm.
and a good grasp of grammar and punctuation.
Yeah.
Plus, depending on the type of content, you might need specialized knowledge.
Okay.
For example, medical or legal transcription involves a whole vocabulary of technical terms.
Oh, okay. So there's some skill involved.
Yeah.
But what about the earning potential?
Mm-hmm.
Is this $36 an hour claim realistic?
It's possible to earn a decent living from transcription,
Okay.
but the pay can vary widely based on experience,
Right.
specialization, and the platform you're using.
Right.
Some entry-level gigs might pay less,
Mhm.
while more specialized fields,
Yeah.
like those I mentioned,
Right.
can command higher rates.
Sure.
It's important to remember that any job promising exceptionally high pay for minimal effort
Yeah.
should be approached with caution.
Right. Good
Yeah.
point. Especially in the online world, where
Yeah,
scams are unfortunately pretty common.
definitely.
Which brings us back to this peculiar YouTube video transcript we're analyzing. Now, you'd expect a video about transcription jobs to actually talk about transcription.
Right.
But this one, well, let's just say it's not your typical career advice video.
Oh, what makes it so unusual?
Well, for starters, a large portion of the transcript is in Hindi.
Hindi.
Yeah.
That's unexpected for a video with an English title promising easy online jobs for everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like they threw in random phrases just to throw us off.
Wow.
But it gets weirder.
Okay.
Sprinkled throughout this Hindi-infused transcript
Mm-hmm.
are repeated calls to action,
Like,
like subscribe,
oh,
channel,
oh.
and subscribe this video.
Oh,
It's almost like a broken record
okay.
stuck on repeat.
That is intriguing.
Yeah.
Could you give us an example?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's see. Here's a gem. Subscribe to the channel.
Okay.
Subscribe now. Subscribe to the channel.
You can.
Subscribe to the channel.
Oh,
It's like someone fell asleep on their keyboard while chanting subscribe.
I see. And this is all within the context of a video supposedly about transcription.
Yes. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd think they'd be giving tips on finding clients,
Yeah.
improving typing speed,
Right.
or choosing the right software.
Yeah.
But instead, it's just this strange mix of Hindi phrases and relentless pleas to subscribe.
That definitely raises some questions about the video's true purpose.
Yep.
The repetitive nature of these calls to action,
Mm-hmm.
especially in a language different from the main language of the video,
Right.
suggests they might be trying to manipulate something behind the scenes.
Manipulate. What do you mean?
Well, let's talk about how YouTube works for a second.
Okay.
The platform's algorithm.
Yeah.
The system that determines which videos get seen by more people
Mm-hmm.
relies heavily on what are called engagement metrics.
Okay.
Things like views,
Right.
likes, comments,
Yeah.
and you guessed it, subscriptions.
Okay, so YouTubers want high engagement to get their videos in front of more eyeballs.
Right.
Makes sense.
But what does that have to do with this video's strange transcript?
It's possible they're using these repetitive Hindi phrases,
Okay.
which many English-speaking viewers might not even understand,
Right.
to artificially inflate their engagement metrics.
Wow.
The algorithm might see all these subscriptions coming in and think,
Yeah.
wow, this video must be super popular,
Oh, wow.
even though the actual content might be completely unrelated.
Wait, so they could be gaming the system by using a language most of their target audience doesn't understand.
Yeah.
That's a kind of genius in a twisted way.
It's certainly a tactic employed by some creators.
Wow.
Whether it's ethical is another question entirely,
Yeah.
but it does highlight a crucial point.
What's that?
Not everything you see on YouTube,
Mhm.
especially when it comes to promises of easy money,
Yeah.
is what it seems.
All right, so lesson number 1.
Yeah.
Always be skeptical of online opportunities that sound too good to be true.
Definitely.
But let's not discount transcription altogether. It is a legitimate way to make money online.
Absolutely.
Right.
And for those willing to put in the work and develop the necessary skills, it can be a rewarding career path.
So for those listening who are genuinely interested in exploring transcription, what are some red flags they should watch out for to avoid falling for a scam like this YouTube video seems to be?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And a crucial one to consider.
Right.
We'll get into that right after this quick break.
We'll be back in a moment with more insights into the world of online transcription.
Okay.
And how to navigate the digital job market safely.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we've established that while transcription is a real job, there are some shady characters out there trying to exploit people's desire for quick cash.
Yeah.
What are some telltale signs that an online opportunity might not be what it claims to be?
Well, one of the biggest red flags is vague or overly generic job descriptions.
Okay.
If a posting is short on specifics about the tasks, responsibilities,
and required qualifications, that's a signal to proceed with caution.
Okay.
Legitimate opportunities will typically provide detailed information about the work involved.
So if it's all easy money and work from anywhere with no real details, that's a warning sign.
Exactly.
Okay.
Another thing to be wary of is requests for upfront payments or personal financial information before any work has been agreed upon or completed.
Yeah.
Legitimate employers won't ask for your bank details or credit card number right off the bat.
That's a good reminder.
Yeah.
If someone's asking for your financial info before you've even started working, run the other way.
Exactly.
What else should people look out for?
Pay attention to the overall tone and professionalism of the communication.
Okay.
If the language is overly pushy, hyped up, or riddled with grammatical errors and typos, that could be an indication that the opportunity isn't legitimate.
So basically, trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is.
But let's get back to those engagement metrics you mentioned earlier.
Sure.
Why are they so important to YouTubers?
Right.
And how can viewers spot when someone might be trying to manipulate them?
Engagement metrics are crucial because they essentially determine a video's visibility on YouTube.
Okay.
The algorithm favors videos with high engagement, meaning they're more likely to appear in search results and recommendations.
Okay.
This is why some creators resort to tactics like using foreign language phrases to artificially boost their metrics.
So it's not just about getting more views for bragging rights.
No.
It actually impacts how easily people can find their videos in the first place.
Precisely.
Wow.
And while YouTube is constantly working to combat these manipulative tactics, it's a bit of a cat and mouse game.
Right.
That's why it's so important for viewers to be aware of these strategies and to approach online content.
Yeah.
Especially anything promising easy money with a healthy dose of skepticism.
It's all about being an informed consumer, both of online content and job opportunities.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, what are some practical steps people can take to vet an online opportunity?
Okay.
And make sure it's legitimate. We don't want to scare people away from pursuing online work altogether.
You're right. There are plenty of legitimate and rewarding online jobs out there. It's just about knowing how to separate the wheat from the chaff.
Right.
One of the best things you can do is research the company or platform offering the opportunity.
Yeah.
Look for reviews from other workers. Check their website. And see if you can find any information about their reputation.
So don't just take their word for it.
Right.
Do your own digging. What else?
Look for concrete details in the job posting.
Okay.
What specific tasks will you be performing?
Yeah.
What are the required qualifications? What's the pay structure?
Okay.
Vague promises of easy money are a red flag.
Right.
Legitimate opportunities will provide clear and specific information about the work involved.
Got it.
Yeah.
Specifics over hype. Any other tips?
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah.
If something seems unclear or too good to be true, reach out to the company or platform and ask for clarification.
Right.
A legitimate employer will be happy to answer your questions and address any concerns you might have.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
A little communication can go a long way in preventing scams.
Exactly.
And ensuring you're entering into a fair and legitimate work arrangement.
Right.
We've covered a lot of ground today, from the ins and outs of transcription work to the deceptive tactics used by some YouTube creators.
And most importantly, we've provided our listener with a toolkit for evaluating online job opportunities and avoiding scams.
Like we're digital detectives.
Yeah.
We've talked about the skills needed for transcription, the potential pitfalls of those get-rich-quick schemes, and how to spot a scam.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it all comes down to being informed.
Absolutely.
And being an empowered internet user.
Critical thinking.
Yeah.
A healthy dose of skepticism. And good old-fashioned research are your best defenses.
Against falling prey to these online traps.
Exactly.
So, dear listener,
yeah,
as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of online transcription,
right,
and those too good to be true promises,
yeah,
we want to hear from you.
Oh.
Have you ever encountered a suspicious online job offer?
Yeah. What red flags made you raise an eyebrow?
Or maybe you have a success story about finding legitimate work online.
Right.
Share your experiences and insights in the comments.
Yeah.
Or connect with us on social media.
Definitely.
After all, the more we learn from each other, the better equipped we'll be to navigate this digital world.
And who knows, your story might just inspire our next deep dive.
Until then, stay curious.
Yeah.
Stay skeptical.
Stay safe.
And happy earning.